that's Dublin, I think. You might be wondering, what am I doing here? Well, I am doing the 4BallR 2022, and if you can't tell by the fact that's Dublin, it is involving driving around Ireland. It was a very early start this morning. I think we got up at 10 to 5 before catching a ferry from Holyhead at about 7:30, 8:30, I don't know. It's currently 2 o'clock. It's been a bit of a blur so far today, but it's already been fun. There's been lots of cool cars involved. I'm doing it with my good friend Jake, who is holding the camera here. And yeah, it's just hopefully going to be quite a cool adventure. We've finally broken free of Dublin. It was a bit of a nightmare to get out of it, and we are behind the pack, so I'm going to have to wrap this up quickly. And yeah, let's crack on. We've got plenty of miles to do. Hopefully we should be getting to the campsite about 8 o'clock.
Whoa, hold up there, previous me. That wasn't a very good intro, was it? So quickly then, for some context, what is 4BallR? Well, it is a driving event that promises epic cars, amazing scenery and breathtaking roads, all without breaking the bank. Long-term viewers might remember that I took part in the last event in 2019 that took us around Wales and Scotland, and this year, as you can probably tell by the title and that intro, I was back as 4BallR took on Ireland. This event was a 4-day, 1,000-mile epic adventure that took us around some of the most spectacular scenery and roads that Ireland has to offer. So now you know some context, which is always useful, I'll admit. Let's rewind back to the start of day one and see how the day had unfolded before I'd got to the hill overlooking Dublin. What an absolutely stunning way to kick off the trip that was. Anyway, with the key behind us, it was time for a short motorway blast to Holyhead, where we were catching the 7:30 AM ferry to Dublin.
Up all night by myself, trying to think of ways to you. Your voice stuck in my brain, we never got to see it through. And I know I feel more pain if we're speaking truth. Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know.
Right, quick sit rep. It's probably about, I don't know, 20 minutes after we filmed that little piece looking over Dublin. Oh, blimey. This is the old military road, I think, and it's not got the smoothest surface, and we've realised Jake didn't check the tyre pressures, and now he's stressed one of them's going to blow out on us. Woo! So that's always good. But look how spectacular it is. Ireland is already proving to be amazing. I don't know how well you can see. I'm actually just pointing the camera and hoping you can see what's happening. Yeah, Dublin was a bit of a nightmare to negotiate, but about half an hour out. No, how long did it take us to get out of Dublin? About an hour to get out of Dublin, and then within 5 minutes we're into these beautiful roads. Hopefully they just smooth out a little bit, because this DS3 hasn't got the softest suspension. And there's a few tense moments, even more so now Jake isn't sure about his tyres, but we'll be sure to check those soon. Anyway, catch up with you in a bit.
Let's go.
Hello, it is now the evening. It's been a long time since I last spoke to you, but we were kind of busy just getting on with things. So we stopped, and as you can see, Jake was fighting insects trying to put air in his rear tyre. That in the end did actually solve some of the issues we had. The car was a bit vibratey, and not a very technical way of describing it, but you could tell it needed air in the tyre, so that was good. The car throughout the day did decide to be quite French and did develop a electrical hum that was doing our heads in. It lasted for about 4 hours before we finally figured out that we just needed to unplug the USB adapter we had in the cigarette lighter, and for some reason that fixed the hum. I did manage to record it, so I'll put the clip up of that now and hopefully you'll be able to hear it. But yeah, it was just driving us mad after hours upon hours. Ireland so far has been a very pretty country. The weather's held out. Not sure how long that's going to last for, because it's feeling quite moist in the air, if that makes sense. Jake, do you agree?
Yeah, very.
It's feeling like it's going to chuck
there.
it down, but it's been a really nice day. The roads have been amazing. Unfortunately, we didn't really spend any time with anybody else, but that's kind of our own fault, because we went off to McDonald's at the start, and then I put the route in wrong in Google Maps, so we skipped out one of the stops and ended up going a different way. But regardless, it's been alright, and hopefully tomorrow we'll spend a bit more time following some of the other cars. So anybody who has been following me for a while now will probably remember I did this event in 2019, and I drove my Saab, which had 1 million miles on it. I actually slept in the back of it. Tonight we haven't got that luxury. We're camping tonight, we're in a hotel tomorrow, and then we're camping again, and then we've got another hotel. But yeah, I'm not in the Saab, we're in Jake's DS3, as you've probably picked up by now in the video. And other than that slight electrical thing, it's been absolutely fine. It's probably the least exciting car here, but you know, kind of expected that. Especially seeing as last time I was in the least exciting car here as well. At least this one can be a little bit more fun on the B roads and doesn't feel like such a boat. But yeah, we always chat about cars. As you may have seen already in this video, there are some quite exciting ones here. So I think what I'm going to do now, before I go and get a beer and collapse somewhere, is just film a few of them and show you some clips. I'll catch up with you in the morning. Cheers. morning and welcome to day 2 of 4BallR 2022. As you might be able to hear or see, it is currently raining, which is a bit of a shame because it was so lovely yesterday. But never mind, most people are in high spirits. I say most people because I'm groggy after not the best night's sleep, but I'll survive. How you doing, Jake?
Yeah, pretty good, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm alright, about as much sleep as you.
You sounded more chipper than me, so that's something.
I'll take the positives.
Yeah, no, well, to be fair, it was a really nice campsite, really nice people, and the food was really good. Yeah, I probably just didn't need to have any beer because that wouldn't have helped my sleeping. There we go. At least tonight we've got a hotel to look forward to. So as I said yesterday, we were down in the Cork area by the end of day 1. And I think the plan for today is that we're heading out west, and I think Robert said we're then possibly looping back on ourselves to make sure we get to do some of the best roads in Ireland. So that's something to look forward to. Personal goal for me, and probably for Jake as well, seeing as he's doing most of the driving, is to try and stick with some of the other cars today. Yesterday we kind of went wrong immediately, well, on purpose, and lost everybody, which makes filming difficult. So yeah, today I think the plan is to try and film some of the other cars. Hopefully the rain clears up, and yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Now I can only apologise if I didn't sound particularly excited in that intro, but obviously at the time I wasn't aware of how spectacular day 2 was quickly going to become.
Island. This is Healy Pass and it is spectacular. It's been a very wet morning, like really wet, as you'll probably see from some of the footage I've played. But this is kind of what makes it all worth it. I don't know if it's coming across very well on camera. But this is literally a Top Gear road. Is that mic on, Jake?
Yeah.
Good. I don't know if you can see that down there. An R8. So our objective of finding another car, we've done it. The R8's going down there. And yeah, this is kind of what it's all about. Don't really know what else to say. This is one of those moments where I want to put the cameras away and just kind of take it in, because these are the memories that are worth making, really, as poetic as that sounds. So yeah, no doubt I'll catch up in a bit, but for now, see you later.
After admiring the amazing scenery at the pass for a little bit, we then had a short cruise ahead of us before we reached the lunch stop.
Look at all you've gone through, all the crazy and the bittersweet too, all the while your heart's on fire, keeping off to your own desire. Look at all you've endured, heartaches that have crushed your worth, all the while your mind's at war.
Now as we pulled into lunch, my eyes could not quite believe what they were seeing. As you've seen already in this video, day 2 was spectacular. The views were amazing, the roads technical, and yeah, Ireland was just beautiful. But just look at this view, it just could not be any better. With some much needed food in us, we hit the road again and made our way north towards Shannon, which is where our hotel for the second night was.
Hello everyone, we are finally at the hotel. Don't know if you can see. Very nice hotel that 4BallR have organised for us. Robert has done a grand job as always, and I am so glad to be here. It's been an epic day. It's been a long one. It's been a pretty hard one, to be honest, in the rain, especially when trying to film stuff. I've got soaked a few times, but yeah, it's all going to be worth it because hopefully I'll get a decent video out of it. But yeah, what a cool day. Lots of adventures, lots of cool sights were seen, and we drove some awesome roads. The highlights for me were the passes that we did. Hopefully I'll have shown those off. It was really cool to see those, and really cool to see the R8 when we were there. And we also saw the MG and a few other cars. Unfortunately, we still didn't really travel as a pack today. I don't know, I think me and Jake stopped one too many times, or maybe we went the wrong way again. So that is a goal for tomorrow. But yeah, at the hotel, it's 7 o'clock. I think it's time for a shower and then figure out what I'm going to eat. And yeah, just relax. Cool. I'll see you in the morning. Hello and welcome to day 3 of 4BallR 2022, and welcome back to a very rainy Ireland. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I figured it was time I filmed an intro to this day's vlog. It's been quite a busy day today, so me and Jake set off towards the front of the pack as we were determined to sort of get ahead and get involved, and it worked. We managed to get quite a lot of clips, so I will probably do a sort of montage after I finish speaking to camera now, and hopefully some of those look quite good. So last night we had a much needed and well-deserved rest in a hotel in Shannon, so not quite, it's not quite where I said anyway. But yeah, Shannon's where we started off today. We then drove up to Galway, and I don't know where we're heading now, but we have got an hour until the lunch stop. So yeah, let's crack on. There's been some more stunning roads, some more stunning views, but unfortunately, as you can probably see, the weather has made some of the views not quite as spectacular as they would otherwise be. But oh well, it's still an amazing adventure. See you in a bit.
Oh baby, can you pray? This every time you make on time. It's only to the end, so pray tonight. So you won't for every round that we have, just around and I know it. But I'll be ready every day, know everything's alright. Are you gonna pray? Are you gonna pray tonight?
So we have just stopped for lunch on day 3 of 4BallR, and what a lovely little lunch it was. I don't know the name of this place. What is it? Nevins. And we managed to get here when everybody else was here, unlike yesterday when we were behind everybody. But yeah, it was a really nice dinner. We're currently sat in the car whilst Jake loads up all the route points for the rest of the day. There has been an accident ahead apparently, so we're just kind of waiting for everybody else to tell us over the radio what the situation is with that before we move. But I think they're letting cars through, so we'll probably go that way. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit better now. I was feeling a bit rough this morning, but that meal has revived me. It was very pleasant. And yeah, we're currently sort of sat here, and the sky is slowly clearing, and I can see some beautiful Irish countryside behind me. So hopefully, as we carry on today, we'll get some amazing sights.
Baby, pray, pray, pray. Baby, can you pray, pray tonight? Baby, can you pray, pray for us? Oh, baby, can you pray? It's every time you make on time. It's only to the end, so pray tonight.
We are past the accident and the scenery has got amazing, as you can just about make out in the background, and the roads have also got amazing, as you can possibly see behind. Jake, how you finding it?
Yeah, it's okay.
Only okay?
No, it's really good. I'm having a great time on these roads.
I'll see if I can swing this camera around. It's on my phone, so this might be difficult. Yeah, very spectacular. Here you go, have a look. We might not be in a Ferrari, but we're still having a great time. Day 3 is finished, and here are all of the 4BallR cars in a bit of a pile, including our trusty little DS3 there in the middle. Obviously we were quite late in compared to fast people like this Jag here, for example. What a day it's been. There was some amazing scenery, and personally I think this has been the best day so far. The roads just seemed a little bit smoother and a little bit easier to just cruise along on. Now before we wrap up, I'm just going to quickly turn the camera around and show you the DS3 and sort of give you a quick overview of how we've been getting on. So here is then our humble steed for this rally, the Citroen DS3. This is Jake's car, not mine, by the way. And this example in particular is a D Sport, and that means it is a 1.6 litre turbo with about 160 brake horsepower, sorry, which obviously compared to this pile of rather nice cars is nothing, but you know what, we've still been having fun, and that's all that matters. It's survived the rally so far, and this sort of driving is quite harsh. You know, as you can see, it's filthy, all the cars are, and yeah, it's done us proud, to be honest. We were a little bit paranoid on the first day about it falling apart because it is a fairly old thing. Actually, it's done all right. A few annoyances though, I'll just quickly show you inside. Big leather seats, which have actually proved to be really comfortable, to be honest. A few annoyances, aside from all the rubbish everywhere, are the lack of cup holders. This car has none, which is a bit of an oversight on Citroen's behalf. But more importantly, Jake doesn't have a phone holder. So I've been having to put the phone in there to avoid me having to hold it at all times. But aside from that, like I say, this car has been absolutely stellar, apart from Jake having to put some air in the tyre because he forgot to check the pressures. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to wrap up today's video. It's been a cracking day. We're somewhere at the top of Ireland. It's a beautiful setting. Just go drink some beer and enjoy the scenery. Cheers everyone, and I'll see you in the morning. Actually, ignore that, because what I'm going to do is give you a quick walk around of some of the cars. I think there's only two that aren't here at the moment, and they are the old Mini that you'll have seen and a Subaru Impreza. So first up, we've got this mental Jag. This is driven by a chap called, and this one is always running somewhere near the front, if not at the front, because he likes to drive it quite quickly. Next up, M235i convertible. I believe it's not a 240. Very nice motor. Porsche, Lotus, classic Porsche 911 Targa tucked in there. Bath 595. I believe it's late enough to be a 595, not a 500. MR2 back there. We've got
A4. This is a 3-litre TDI Quattro, I believe, which he's done some modifications to, as you can probably see. He destroyed the lower control arms on the first day, but they've been replaced, and he's always a quick driver as well. Nice Cayman, Golf R there, that's driven by. Let's get over here. That's Jag over there, which is featured on my channel before. And we've got this rather lovely 360, probably the icon car of this trip. And then over here we've got a selection of R8s, very nice. This one has developed a strange noise today apparently, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. I'm hoping it'll just fix itself overnight. That tends to be the best way with cars, isn't it? Another R8, these are both V8s. I believe they're both V8s, that one definitely is, judging by the exhaust pipes. D9, lovely car on the road. Let's go around here. And a TVR. There's a few more of these on the last one, but there's only one on this one. Yeah, that's a V8 as well. And obviously the DS3, as you've just seen. But yeah, that's enough from me for today. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Steal something.
To the end of the research is fun.
After lining up for a quick photo shoot, day 4 was soon underway.
One's a compliment, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride, catch some pillows in the Chevy. Just like a dolly, low hitting heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with this steady. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me keeps calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me life to find. I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me.
Day 4, we're now in Northern Ireland, and look, it is just as spectacular as Southern Ireland. We've been going for about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer now. We're at this stunning viewpoint somewhere, I don't know the name of it. Is it written on here? I don't know. The problem is I won't be able to pronounce it anyway, so I'll probably have to flash that up on screen what it's actually called. But yeah, what a stunning location. We got to this viewpoint just as some other cars were packing up to leave, so I managed to film them going, which is cool. I think Jake's a little bit paranoid about the DS3. We've done quite a lot of hard miles in it now, and I think it's starting to sort of take its toll on the car. But as long as we can get to the end of today, all is going to be okay. And last night's campsite, as you may have seen from some of the clips, was a very spectacular one. Unfortunately though, the weather wasn't brilliant, and in the night I did wake up to a bit of a swimming pool sort of forming in the bottom of the tent, which required some panicky towels to be placed down. But it's all part of the fun, and you know, when you wake up, you get to a place like this after not much time, it's all worth it. So I think the plan now is to pack up the DS3 again, carry on going, and hopefully meet the other guys for lunch. And yeah, just see where the day takes us. I think we're ending at Belfast, probably around 4 PM, but we'll see how that goes. Cheers. So the fourth day is proving to be no drier than any of the other days, but we've just done lunch and we're now somewhere spectacular. And we are now in Northern Ireland and not Ireland. I made a bit of a mistake in the footage I filmed earlier, so I'll correct that on screen. But yeah, Northern Ireland, it's still very pretty up here. It's just still very rainy. The DS3 is still hanging on in there. It's starting to feel like it needs a bit of a rest, but I'm sure it will get one when it gets home back to Folkestone. Managed to keep up with a few of the other cars, or at least be in the pack today, so that's good. Got some footage of them, or filmed at least what I could. But for the time being, it's just that final push to Belfast, where I'm looking forward to having a good shower, a good clean, and a fresh set of clothes.
I think I'm overdosing. 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 I think I'm overdosing.
And just like that, 4BallR 2022 was over. Now I just quickly want to give a massive shout out to Robert and Thomason for putting on such a great event, and also I want to give a thank you to all of the wonderful people who made it such a fabulous 4 days. I'll see you all next year.